there. Obviously, it looked like it was your shot, but then somehow it bounces back into your hand. Just kind of walk us through what happened there in your mind.
Coach designed the play, what we've been doing before like practice. It's one play set up really for Clark to catch this duck in, but I seen dude like fight around. And Jeremy helped, so I tried to spin and just get it up in time. Unfortunately, I missed the first one, and then these two guys attacked the basket. Boom, patted it off the glass. I was just right there at the right time. Just wanted to get it up, and it fell.
So you were driving the lane, you just couldn't see Gary open, and that's why you took the shot?
Oh, I seen him, but it didn't look like a pass to throw, and just kept it in my hands. And dude was kind of like over in the passing lane for real. He jumped hard, so just spin around, and the lane was open.
Troy, it wasn't your greatest offensive game, but you had a lot of rebounds. And after a game like that, it kind of obviously makes everything go away, the shooting percentage and everything, when you win a game like that?
It's not really going to go away. It's definitely going to be on my mind. I'm just happy. That's more individually, but I'm a team player. I'm definitely happy we won. I'm happy my guys played well. Big-time shot maker Jacob, Clock with a double-double once again. Did you have a double-double, Clock? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. 26 and 10. Hell yeah, Clock. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely proud of that. I just wanted to also do things to help my team win. They was boxing out. The boards came my way. So just being productive on the court, not just being – if the ball's not going in, you definitely got to do other things, to stay in the game and to help your team win the game. And that's what I tried to look forward to.
Can Atlanta, you guys really talk about how demoralizing it was in that first half for them to shoot like that? It seemed like no matter what you did, they would bury a three.
It was one after another. The lack of communication defensively. They came out ready. Coach was kept preaching it to us. How offensively talented these guys were, and just any slight miscommunication, they found the open guy, and it was just going up. There was no time to re-help. A lot of times, first half we were doubling, trying to get bigger guys down, and they would just whip it right back to the guy that just left open, and it was just kind of, you just see it go up. A lot of times we're on the weak side, and the ball is in the air going in.
So in the second half, just better communication because they didn't do it in the second half, obviously.
I would say, yeah. Really bunkered down and kept getting stops. Not leaving guys wide open, that can shoot, and not giving them second chances. They got in the first half loose ball pickups, got kicked out for threes, and offensive rebounds got kicked out for threes, and it was just we took those down a little bit.
Jared, take us through that. You hit a three, which you kind of been struggling with your perimeter shot a little bit. Hit a three, take the lead, then you get the block that starts the and one for Troy. That segment kind of flipped the momentum of the game. Can you take us through what you were able to do there?
We did like a back screen, down screen for Troy, and he didn't come off, and they just threw it to me. And I just remember telling myself that I got to shoot this. And defensively, I've been getting beat off the dribble all night, and I was like, I got to block a shot. I only got one foul, so I can't give up any more layups.
Was that kind of the jolt you guys needed? Troy finishing that?
Yeah.
And you missed the free throw, right?
But we needed that.
It's cool, man.
Yeah, we're probably going to be shooting a lot of free throws.
Gary, you attacked the basket, really hard tonight. Coach sometimes gets on you about being aggressive, right? What was different about tonight with a career high?
Just demanding the ball. All week he's been on me about, even when I slip sometimes, I'm open, but I don't say anything. The guys miss me, so I'm really demanding the ball on the block, whether the guy's fighting over, getting position, and just getting it. Regardless if I score, something good can happen off of any of our post guys just catching it. So and if they don't trap, then we're all supposed to go score or hit the open man.
Jacob, what was it about your second half? You had 4 points in the first half. You ended up with 26, 25, whatever it was. What changed? About different stuff for you in the second half? Did you just find?
Well, first we just wanted to play defense better. Because I feel like we feed off our defense when we get some stops. So if we can get a couple steals, get out in transition, then it'll open up things in the half court. And then also, we really just wanted to be aggressive offensively. When we were down coming out, so you're gonna come out being aggressive on offense. So I just felt like every time I feel like I could just try to score or make a play for my teammates or something. And then the bigs were using, they were setting good screens for me, and I was just using them to shoot.
Troy, obviously you guys got the win, but you know, you view this as a good game for you guys as far as what you've learned in this game?
Yeah, I think we came out after the Fairleigh Dickinson game. You know, we had 3 days of practice, or however many days of practice we had, but Coach said it like we didn't come ready. He didn't think we was gonna come ready, and practice it didn't feel like it. I don't know if everybody felt we might have been a little big-headed, so we just came out, thought Marshall was gonna lay down for us, and they came out and threw a fire Mike Tyson punch, and you know, I think we handled it well. We came back and fought, came out victorious. It's just we just gotta come ready to play mentally, no matter who the opponent is.
Troy, how much energy did Trey Scott give you in that second half? You guys went with a different look with him and Gary together and played man, and it seemed like he really was able to shore up a lot of things.
Trey's an energy guy. He's definitely a ball hawk. And we can switch everything 1 through 5 with him and with Clark and Trey. So, you know, he's definitely learning more on the offensive end, but defense, you know, he's ready for that. He's willing to go block shots. He's willing to go rebound. He's willing to stop the ball, stay in front of somebody, and he takes pride in that, and that's what we like about him. So it's definitely, you know, good to have him.
A lot of credit. They played a great game. Fortunately, our guys are somewhere around the 10 or 12 minute mark, gained some humility, started trying to play defense the way we practice, and gave ourselves a chance to win the game. So that's really the story of the game, in my opinion. Before you ask me, I'm not happy with anybody, not in the mood to talk about anybody's development. I'm not in the mood to elaborate. If you want to ask me about the game, you can ask me about the game.
They obviously hit a lot of three-pointers in the first half. What were you guys trying to do, and did you do anything differently after?
Everything. We tried to do nothing that we practiced because we had a terrible attitude and we're unprepared for the game, which obviously I failed to get my team ready to play. So somewhere I was looking for the banner that says we scored 119 last game because our guys thought that we hung one. So no matter what was said the last 3 days of practice, it all fell on deaf ears, and it showed.
Did you change?
I could have made some of those shots in the first half. Nobody was guarding anybody.
Did you change anything after halftime?
I'm going to say it again. Somewhere around the 10 or 12 minute mark of the second half, our guys decided to start listening and get the correct attitude and defend the way we practice and defend the way the game plan said we should defend Marshall, somewhere around that point. And that's when we gave ourselves a chance to win. Also around that time, we decided to get a loose ball and dive on the floor. At some point, we gained some humility. We weren't too cool to listen. We weren't too cool to dive on the floor. We weren't too cool to get a loose ball. We weren't too cool to get an offensive rebound. Up until that point, our arrogance was getting shoved right where it doesn't belong by Marshall, and give them all the credit in the world. That's what happened. Period. Period. They got good players. And what happens is, when you have weak links out there against a team like that, that's making shots like that, they find it. They find it. They find it every time. We have some guys that got exploited tonight. We do a lot of things defensively to try to hide some people and hide their deficiencies, and it's hard to hide them when the team's making shots like that. You can't hide guys. All 5 guys must defend, and if they do not, so they're going to score. If you gamble, they're going to score. If you're lazy, they're going to score. So, but give our guys credit. At some point, they gained some humility, got the proper attitude, and showed enough toughness and resiliency to find a way to win the game. So I give them credit for that.
How do you continue to have these guys have that sense of humility and confidence?
If I had that answer, I'd be the greatest of all time. I'd just be on the speaking circuit. It's just human nature. It's human nature. If I could eliminate social media and practice in Siberia, I try to tell the guys, and this is with all due respect, people say, oh, he's great, this guy. You're only as good as your last game. You're only as good as you play that night. And Those same people that are telling you you're great, we're going to tell you we're terrible tomorrow, as soon as you get beat. But it's tough for young people. It's tough. I'm pretty good at it because I saw a lot of reality. Got a lot of dose of it my first 3 or 4 years here, where we won games, not on the scoreboard, but in my mind, we won. We should have got beat 40 and would get beat 8 against teams with 10 times the talent we had. And people said he shouldn't be the coach here. Same people now that cheer. Same people, you know, I try to tell you that you got to be oblivious to all that stuff. It's hard though. It's very, very hard. It's the conundrum of coaching, team sports. Success softens everyone. It just does. So, but I want to give Marshall a lot of credit. I've known Coach D'Antoni since I was like 20 years old. We met at a camp a long time ago. He's still got all his hair, and I got none. He's a great guy. Coach Klein on their staff's a good friend of mine, as well as Coach Riggett. So they almost had a great win. Hopefully they can build on this, give their kids a lot of credit. Merry Christmas, guys.